in senior high, we will learn many things from different subjects, right? And when you go to college, you are going to like focus on some subjects, and you got to lose some subjects.
Yeah.
You will like give up.
Yeah. Cut out.
Yeah, cut out, and you are not going to remember that all, right? So why do you need to learn so much?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, you think.
This is a very complicated topic.
Okay, then.
But I know what you're saying, that maybe a lot of the things that we learn are wasted.
Yeah.
We could argue about that, but I would like you to continue.
And when we got to college, then we will focus on some or majority.
Major.
Like major. And then when we graduate from college, and we will go to work. And then we will not, maybe our how to say it, our professional is not its profession is not like connect with our subject, what we learn. And so why should we go to college? I think, in my opinion, is that the way we in senior high, in university, that is not all just for just learning subjects. It's more important is the ability to learn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think like if you know how to learn, how to gather resources, how to like you can you can apply to your work.
Yeah.
So I think go to college is not like learning, it's to learn how to learn.
I kind of agree that we spend a lot of time learning things that are maybe not useful. And you've mentioned before that why doesn't school teach us how to learn, right? Instead of learning different subjects, why don't they actually teach us the skill of how to learn, right? Yeah. Good question.
I think,
do you have an answer?
No. If I have an answer, I won't talk about this. Because I just like. I think it's strange.
Yeah. I think a lot of things in life are strange.
But like all the parents or all the parents will think like I give you a book and you just read it and you are learning. But actually, like learning is not that way easy. You know, I'm talking about like learning. You need to like your brain need to function.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you just read and just like forget it, and you're not gonna learn anything.
I completely agree with you, and I think there are many people in the world that feel exactly how you feel.
And like our teaching system is make our students to be like slave. I mean like there's this example like there's a guy who will always write the notes. I tell you before, like you will like wrote every sentences that teachers wrote on the board. Like he's really like how to say that, he's really hardworking, but like he's not. He didn't have his own idea. I mean, like when we are solving the math problem, maybe he didn't understand that. When teacher tells us to like write, like teacher to explain how to solve this question, he just like writes and like copy that. And I tell him, I tell him like you need to know how to solve like problem. Like you need to like write beside the question. Say that I need to use this formula for what, for why, and how, and like where to cut in this questions. It's more important than just copying. Yeah.
Did he listen to you?
No, he said I used to write all the notes, and I think I tell you that if you always do something that you used to do, and you will never grow. I
Right,
I think you maybe you can change for like 1 week and see what's the
something
result.
different.
Yeah, what's the result and like adjust.
Does he get a good result? Like he just listens and takes down notes. Does he get a good result at school? Does he do well in the tests? Can he remember and apply the things?
I don't know what is situation right now, but in my impression, I think it's the answer is not.
So it's not working. He's got a strategy: listen, copy, write it down.
Yeah.
But maybe it's not really producing good results.
And like once when our Chinese teacher and he writes like he explained what's the main idea of this article, right? And my classmate like if the teacher like speaks too slowly, and he will say like for him, like say something for him, like to how to say that to he just like saying something that maybe teacher will say next. No one.
So he will guess
Yeah.
what the teacher will say next because it's too slow for his brain, and he will say the next thing.
Yeah, and
out
I
loud?
think no, I think say something out, but I hear it. I
Okay.
hear it, and I think like he says better than what Chinese teachers say.
I want to get this right. So the teacher is busy explaining something and he's talking not very fast. And there's a guy in your class who will anticipate. He will kind of say the next thing that he thinks the teacher
That
is
guy
saying.
is who is the is that guy is who wrote all the notes and take all the notes and always
Okay. But if he's able to anticipate what the teacher will say and say it better, that means he
and say better,
understands.
but that's the main. It's what I'm trying to talk. Why I talk about these things is because he write what teachers write.
Huh.
Like he said something better, and like he didn't like write his own, and like it's better. It's not like like what's like they two say something are similar.
Okay.
But like he's used the better like words
Okay.
or with rhyme,
Okay.
and so I think like
It's the same idea. He didn't think
you know
a
in my
new original.
in my book I write what I said. It's not I write what I say. It's not right what the teacher said. I think he's right. He says better, but he didn't write his words. He
His
just
own
like
idea.
copy teachers.
Right.
Yeah. So I think what the fuck.
Yeah. This is a huge issue. It's a very important issue. And you, like you were saying that why don't they teach you how to learn? But maybe it's also how to think, right? How to think for yourself.
Yeah.
And not just download a teacher's work into your book and into your head and then give it back on the test.
And like they will have some myth. Like they always want to copy. I tell another, and either my friend said that like you need to read all like this chapter, and when you all read all the chapter, you need to like find what's the points, like important thing, and you need to find out that points and like have a list like what's the points, and you need to like look the keywords to remember what this chapter want to say to you, and then you can copy what teacher wrote on the board. I know if it's in the class, you can't do that. Like you need to write down the notes first, and then like when you are in home, and you can just like read it. But I mean that. But now he sent me the like how to say that? He sent me the picture of notes, so it means he can write down copy this notes for any time. So I think he should like read the chapter first, and then clean like you need to understand what this chapter want to tell you, and then do your own notes, and then copy the teacher's note to see what if he's not some extra knowledge or something, and then copy to your notes. And I think I tell him that like copy teacher's notes is gonna be like reviewing, and like he just thinking that like I write down the notes and I have my own notebook and I will be great at this subject. So he just busy copying the notebook without thinking.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know. Yeah. I like your idea. Is read it by yourself, think about it, see if you understand what are the main ideas.
Like I mean, they are not stupid, but they don't know how to learn.
Right.
I think I know learning have many different ways, and like if you are thinking how your university, you need to find out your own ways to learn. But like is some key points that you need to do. Like you need to think.
Yeah. Activate your brain.
Not just like reading and then you like download all the information. No, it's not the way it work.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think like and many people don't know how to learn. I mean like maybe the students who are in how to say that, in have higher score, they know how to learn, but they have their own. Maybe no one teach them, but they know how to learn. But like for some people who are not hardworking, but they want to learn. Like right now, it's nearly to the big exam, and they have no idea because they don't learn in the past, so they don't have time to find out which is the best way of learning for themselves.
Right.
So I think they are not stupid, but they need to find out the way. Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yeah. Like have many notes, like it will look smart, but it's not really smart. Yeah. I mean.
Yeah, I agree. This topic, maybe we will have this conversation again because it's quite a big topic. And Natalie's telling me that it's 2 minutes past 8. Thank you, Natalie. I want to end with just going back to, you're saying some smart guys will get great score and they know how to learn. But like even those guys, I don't know how many of them are really thinking, really understand it deeply. Maybe they've learned how to memorize, how to get a good result in the school.
I have some interesting story. Like I found out that what's the big difference between the first, the top, and like second and third, the first. The difference between the differences between them is that the top like to learn.
They enjoy learning.
Yeah, and like I asked for second and third, they just said that I want to go to a good college.
Right.
And I want to get a good work.
Right.
And so when I ask them some, it's not like deeper question, like chemicals. Chemistry. And they will have some chemicals you need to recite why like he's strong or he's... Yeah, but when I say why, they can tell us. But if I ask the top, like he can tell me.
So he loves to learn. He loves to study.
Yeah, like when he saw his phenomenon, he will want to know why these phenomenon.
Right.
What causes
He's interested.
Yeah, like he's not only recited, and he want to he has a map, and he knows many ways to know this map, and it's like connected to like a net. So when new information or new knowledge come in, and you will like find many ways to solve or to understand this knowledge. So that's why he's stronger and stronger. Like, but if you just recite it, and you won't have many ways to know it, and you just need to recite, and like it is why you have greater and greater gap between.
I like that idea of a map, and that he knows many different things, and all the things he learned kind of are interconnected and support each other. and you understand them more deeply because they interconnect and you understand the connections.
And then like
just 1 second, Natalie, if you need to go, you can just walk past us. Don't worry. Dan and Ian, if you need to go, you can go. We're going to keep going for 2 minutes, so we're going to wrap up.
And then like the IQ between you and Top is not that far. It's only because he has more like old knowledge to support him to know the new knowledge.
Yeah.
So the gap is not the IQ or the knowledge. The gap is the habits.
And maybe the motivation, right?
Yeah.
Like some people really just something happens where they love to learn and they know enough that it's now interesting to learn more and make more connections and integrate their knowledge.
Yeah.
And they're kind of motivated and excited because they have enough knowledge behind to catch the new knowledge, right? But so like your original question is we go to school to learn, but they don't teach us how to learn, right? And maybe we'll have another conversation about this. And then maybe even the whole model of school has some trouble. That maybe the best way to learn is you go and do something. And you do something that you care about doing. And as you face problems, you go and ask for help or do research and you find answers to solve real problems, right? If you're just sitting in a room listening to somebody and you're learning from a book, you're not applying that knowledge. And so the way that we learn at schools often, as you said before, just disappears later. It doesn't stay connected to you, and you don't know how to use that knowledge. So even some kids who get great score at school, they've learned a lot and they've been able to feed it back, but maybe they don't know how to apply that knowledge in some useful way. We're going to stop there, and any thoughts you have, you can keep them for next time.
Okay.
Thank you.